does this provide ample fodder now for lawyers who can see lawsuit potential here. Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Napolitano. You know, Judge, you and I have often talked about situations like these that change on a dime, or at least the circumstances behind them, and then lawyers can leap on that and say, aha, there was an opportunity to potentially prevent this. Whether that's true or not, how does this change that dynamic?
Well, this should put Mandalaybay, its parent corporation, and their insurers on notice that they are now a principal target for failing to stop this or detect it or report it in time. I mean, the news here is not that he was shot. The news is not that he was shot ahead of time. The news is that an agent of the hotel who should have been carrying with him a recording device, a device which would have allowed the head of security or somebody in security to listen in, was shot at 200 times by an automatic weapon. So Mandalaybay knew of the existence and presence and workability of the automatic weapon 6 minutes before he started killing people. That should have triggered an enormous response, or at least this is the argument that that the lawyers will make to a jury if it gets to a jury, long before, or at least 6 minutes before he started the killing. What was the security guard's training? What did he do? To whom did he report? Who overheard besides him the 200 rounds? The weapons that this guy, Paddock, had would have admitted 200 rounds in less than a minute. That would tell an educated listener immediately, this is an automatic weapon that's illegal, it's profoundly destructive, and a guy on the 32nd floor has it. What are we going to do about it?
So if you're the Mandalaybay Hotel, you're an institution where there's heavy security. Certainly for most casinos, it's in the casino. But now, of course, they're going to start digging into the timeline behind not only when this Jesus Campos, the security officer, was shot, but how quickly he notified security personnel there, and then how they would, according to Ron Hosko, the FBI fellow was just on, notify police, right? That sequence will be crucial.
Right. I mean, I like Ron Hosko, tip my hat to the police, particularly Sheriff Lombardo, who's been extremely transparent, sensitive to constitutional issues, and rational in what he's explained. But I do not tip my hat to the hotel, because now we need to know, what did they learn, when did they learn it, and what did they do about what they learned? Whatever it was, it didn't get anybody to that room in time. Could they have done so? I don't know the answer to that, because we need to know more facts.
Yeah, and there's a lot about the sequence we don't know, Judge. To your earlier point about the earlier model had it presented at by 10:18, 10:20 when he was done shooting. Authorities had already descended on his room, were waiting it out to see if he was done, what he was going to do, and you know, when they did storm into the room a little bit more than an hour after that, he was dead. When he killed himself, we don't know. But again, that time in which he was able to kill as many people and then sitting it out, waiting it out, whatever was going on, that's something that lawyers would want to know as well, right?
Of course. Add to this the fact that there are security cameras in that building, and it showed every time he came into that room. Did it pique anybody's curiosity that in the days he was in that room, he managed to bring 20 heavy automatic weapons and thousands of rounds of ammunition into that room? Did he do anything that ought to have tipped them off as to what he was accumulating in there? And why didn't any maids or any hotel personnel see anything in there that piqued curiosity, the curiosity of security?
All right, thank you very much. That's Napolitano.